Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. I will never get nobody name up. They was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that the Mariners, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning. They said, we know you gonna put them hairstyles. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Kansas. I'm not messing with it.
Rocket.
But look who they said that was Crockett. We got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Attacking our whole national show. It ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest racer. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding them up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said to us, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen, hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too, shit. But hey, it is what it is. But boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. This what I have wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video, and he was talking about like in Chicago when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had. Remember when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything?
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't. I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
I'm back, family. What it do? With a different co-host this morning. Yogi G in the building. Let them know where you're from, Yogi.
What it do? I'm from the 202, and always good morning to the 810 chat. We got the Gaddis clan already making it happen and saying their good mornings to old Otis over here. To my left, maybe you're right. I don't know.
I'm her left. You're right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Make it do.
But before we get started, I always gotta say to my fellow chat members in here, you know what it do. It's Friday, good people. It is $5 Friday. Don't be shy and stingy. The first rule of order here on the 810 News Media Group is to make sure you smash that like button or maybe the dislike button. We know we got little haters in the chat, so whatever your pleasure is, we would prefer the like button, and then while you're at it, don't just hold this to yourself on this Good Friday. Make sure you share this information because we all need to be one band, one sound on figuring out on what the hell is happening in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, in case you didn't hear me the first time, it's $5 Friday. So let's make it happen for the 810 News Media Group family. All right, Mickey, you can come on back. Mm-hmm.
And that's how we do. That's what you call how to get it together in the morning. That's how you get it together. Can I pick them? How you doing? I'm trying to sell you something, selling you the news, beloveds. But good morning, top of the morning to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shooting my fellow 740 and Teeden stepped in. We got Salty Chef. That's the good brother from Saskatchewan, Canada. And we got I forgot to put my shirt. It will be on the Beverly Biggs Levy in the building. What's up, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis? My Gaddis clan tapping in. Wanda Smith, how you doing? Erica Gaddis. Lena, let them know. Do something to make me notice you. The lovely Cassandra Scott and the lovely Terry Nixon in the building. How you doing? The VIP room, Flint Caskets. He's back among us. You heard Bonnie Vanner in the building. Concrete Jungle. Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers. Good morning to all the beautiful people that tapped in and Pop Gaddis and Blake E. Gaddis. How y'all doing, family? How you doing? How you doing? C Wiz. I think that good morning to you. Good morning, Jazzy Melanie. How you doing? What's up, Yogi? What's been going down in them DC streets? Hey, Winter, share it out for us. Can you give us a share help?
Man, villainous activities still exist around here in these 202 streets, and I can't wait to share. Yeah, man, we are the apocalyptic center. Villainous. That's the word of the day. Villainous.
Is that bad?
Oh man, it's terrible. It's terrible. Not only do we have the big bad wolf in the whole Thunderdome in the middle of our city, but the things around it are also diabolical, as we say here in these 810 streets.
I got you.
Oh man, I appreciate that. We gotta make sure we talk about it.
We got to. We finna get right to
it. Thank you. I appreciate that. The real KC in the building. Good morning. Happy $5 Friday to you. And then we got LaDon Miller.
Oh, that's Cuzzo. What it do, Cuzzo, in the building?
Okay, Cuzzo. Happy $5 Friday to you. And then Tasha Lynn, good morning and happy $5 Friday to you too, man. It's not easy in these streets. I have to be, if I got the panhandle for the good truth to be on the forefront, man, I'm going to do it because this man right here worked hard in these streets, He makes sure that we get the news that we can use. And he bring poor people like me from the Chitlin Circuit on the forefront before you today. Oh, man, listen, I don't want no smoke. I'm just here on Friday to help the cause, man.
Nah, she wasn't talking about me. She's talking about this other fella up in there.
Oh, man.
The one I said Cuzzo. She's talking about, not me.
Oh, word. I don't even know
Cuzzo.
Yeah. In these streets.
Let her know.
What's up, Sweet Cupcake?
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I just try to hold it down while you was, handling business.
For shizzle. Thank you. Uh-oh. Look who done tapped in with us. Diva Cam 13 in the building. The lovely Carolyn Hendricks. Omar. And that's what it do right now. Oh, snap. Concrete Jungle said he gonna kick it off with that $4.99. Thank you, Concrete. He said, I'm gonna kick it off. That's all we need is the first one to kick it off, and there go to rolling.
Oh, all you need is one.
Yeah, Salty Chef. They was going bad, putting that down vote on me and Trevor that first one. So I had to we had to do the fumble roost. What's up, Nelly Nell? One of the oldest women in the city of Flint. Nell is like 973 years old, but don't look over day 32 though. And that's real. Don't look over day 32. Oh, I got some stuff. What's up, Michael Cooley? He said, man, Greenwood, Mississippi in the building. 662 point of order. Keep pressure on Davina. We got to come with a new one, Mike, because she putting pressure on the residents. Linda Chilton, how you doing, beloved? Andre Holland, good brother, the lovely Eartha Logan. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, smash that like button before we can get that YouTube plaque. I'm telling you, I'm going to have mines here. The real one going to be here. I'm sending replicas out to everybody. Y'all can have them in y'all house. Just a thought can get one. Brother Elliot, but I'm going to have the real one.
You going to have the real one? Why can't we get the real one? I promise to keep it safe over here in these DC streets.
Nikki's so tricky. Thank you for tapping in, beloved. Eartha Logan with a $10 super chat you heard on a $5 Friday. No, I mean, is it that bad in DC? Kenneth, good morning, good brother. Is it that bad?
I mean, one
I'm
would
listening.
say that we
I'm listening.
living in the backyard of pure evil ain't necessarily the way to go. You know what I mean? You wake up with
Oh,
anxiety and PTSD before you even get started, Because
did
I'm
I hear
just
the
saying,
truth
like,
that? Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm
I was
listening.
gonna say, ain't the troops moved out? Because I heard the judge told Trump he gotta, he gotta take the National Guard out now.
Oh no, listen, I'm glad you said that, and that's why I wore my nice shirt today because you remember that they told us the importance of a bill and everything
Mm-hmm.
like that. So what
Mm-hmm.
had happened was in these
I'm
DC
listening.
streets, according to this thing right here, they said that it was unconstitutional for the National Guard to still be in our streets. But that probably would matter to an administration that was all about listening to the law as it stands. And that's
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been, I don't know if you've been paying attention, Mick, or the chat been paying attention, but that's not really this administration's jam, listening to old laws that they didn't create. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I still want to say that they still in here in these streets as of 9:10 a.m. per 202 time. hmm I appreciate you asking. Yeah, no.
Thank you for tapping in. No, I was just asking because I had, when I be getting up, I seen some roll across my timeline, and it said the judge told Trump he got to remove the National Guard from out of D.C. But you saying he's still bucking the system
I mean, what you
allegedly.
see on TV is not real. Allegedly. Okay, yeah, all right, allegedly. Yeah, yeah. As far as I know, I've seen fatigues in these streets as of once again 9:11 a.m. They have been out here, so I can't say that. Check in with us next Friday or Sunday, and I'll have an answer for you. But for right now, what you saw across your timeline hasn't quite activated on my reality just yet.
Wow. So he doing what he want to do.
Ain't that what they all do? I got a little video of how our mayor doing what they want to do. How they treating the people out here in these streets. So it just seems on brand to me. But I don't know
Yeah.
if we're ready to kick it off into that. I know we still got a little time to say good morning and chat, and
No, it's whatever one you want to do. That's what I'm saying. I
Okay.
got my good mornings. If you ready to just jump right off into the nonsense, let's get to it.
Oh man, Bet. Listen, I'm super excited because I gotta tell my story because I'm documenting the apocalypse from the 202 side of things, right?
Mm.
So, in our city, our mayor has decided that she got a war against the poor people, and that looks like she about to get us up out of here with this housing situation because she want big money to come up in DC because it's the nation's capital, right? But we still are people. I think we still human beings, and so recently they had just passed this thing called the Rental Act because DC up until now has been a really tenant friendly city, meaning that if you had issues with paying your rent, there were programs that had money set aside, 27 million to be exact per our last budget a year. Um, to be able to help people who are falling on hard times. We've been having people getting laid off. We still having ramifications from people not being able to be employed during COVID. There's a lot of things happening on in this great city of 202. So recently, because our budget got cut by $1 billion, but mind you, they found $1 billion to give to the Commanders for that upcoming stadium we got happening over in one of our less wealthier parts of the city. They found $1 billion for them, but didn't keep $1 billion for the people. So then that means that our program, our emergency rental assistance program, got significantly cut from $27 million to what I think they said yesterday, $8 million. And so, not to mention having $8 million on the table for thousands of people that need supports. They changed the system, and this sounds familiar to me when I thought about it. When I saw, y'all nearly Mick giving those vouchers and stuff, talking about go get them boxes of food. So I
Right.
just want to show how evil be playing from the same playbook. Just ours was on rental assistance. So they told these good people, if you get up at 9 a.m. on November 20th to go stand out in line in the cold, you can get your appointment. This ain't even telling you the supports. This is just for you to get an appointment. You will be able to get possibly some help. So this is what happened when they took it offline to in person, and then told people also called on the phones. You can go ahead and play the video, Nick.
I got you. I'm finna put it up. Eleanor Worker, I ain't going nowhere. Linda Chilton, Sydney Green. Thank y'all for tapping in, beloveds. Thank y'all for tapping in, and good morning. Let me.
DC opened appointments for its emergency rental assistance program, but many people describe the new process to apply for help as confusing and left them waiting in line for hours. Sarah Robinson went to the Virginia Williams Resource Center in Northeast DC, where dozens stood out in the cold.
This year, you can't get an ERAP appointment online. You must either call a number or come in person to the Virginia Williams Family Resource Center. But people did wait in an online queue just to be told what they need to bring when they do come in person. And then when they got here, hundreds waited in a line that wrapped down New York Avenue, waiting in the cold just for a chance at help.
It just seems like it wasn't well thought out.
Patrice Davis woke up early, hoping to secure an appointment for DC's emergency rental assistance program. She says the wait was far longer than expected.
My number is 160, but I understand some people have up to 500.
For hours, people stood in a line stretching down the block, tired, frustrated, and unsure whether they'd even qualify.
You cannot apply online. You cannot use the portal. You have to compete for a number of application appointments.
A DHS spokesperson confirmed changes to how ERAP works this fiscal year, saying in part, quote, to increase transparency, improve eligibility verification, and better manage limited program funding, DHS transitioned to an appointment-based scheduling system for ERAP in fiscal year 26. DHS also acknowledged high call volumes and technical issues today. Around 1 p.m., staff turned people away who weren't already in line and closed the call center.
The vast majority of people who need these funds to survive and to stay housed are not going to get them.
Sierra Ramirez and other advocates protested the system, saying it leaves behind people who can't wait outside or navigate the new rules. Others, though, say they're simply grateful for the chance.
I think they tried in the past to handle it a different type of way, and the people took advantage of it. So I think what they're doing, I think is the right thing.
Tonight, the mayor's office confirming that the ERAP budget did change from about $27 million last year down to about $9 million for this fiscal year. DHS says it is working on fixing those technical issues and will still be having appointments while funding lasts. Reporting in Northeast, I'm Sarah Robinson, WUSA 9.
And if you head over to WUSA9.com,
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's happening in these nations' capitals. You know, the beacon and the heart and the sound of Chocolate City, as y'all keep calling it. But I'm trying to explain to y'all, that's not what's happening in these streets, per our own Black mayor and a couple of other Black leaderships in our council. So, yeah, Mick, what you think about that? I just, from outside looking in,
No, that's cold blooded. Because when I was just saying, then it seemed like it had the brother up there. They had to use him as the end, like, you know, they tried it before, so we need some. That's what I hated, that it was him up there, like, you know, it's like they find one person every time.
That one person that's going to play over and over and over and over. That's the one shot they're going to play that whole, all the day. You probably going to see that. That probably has circulated in our community like 20 times.
To me, it just, and you doing this to the people in the wintertime. That's what's so messed up about it. It's wintertime. It's like they don't care. Listen, when I be leaving the gym, I ride through downtown, and when I'm going some mornings. What's up, Constant? Thank you for tapping in, beloved. Do you understand, man? They be putting these people out in the morning. Where you think they're gonna be roaming around? Like I'm talking about, and H Spragg, thank you for tapping in. It's just like, and so they really want people to be put out. They're all right
Hey,
with
Nick,
people not paying.
as long as the developers got land to play with and they got probability for land and for opportunity for bringing in people that's not going to be dependent or eyesores on the city, then I mean, it's what you expect. You know, like we did have our council member from Ward 8 who was out there, who was basically documenting what was going on, and he was going live. And then we had another one who's now running for Congress who came up at the last minute. And what I appreciated was also seeing the people hold them accountable. You know, like, don't just come up here trying to get no press and no content. Do something about it. Y'all people signed off on laws that made it hard for us to be able to get the supports to sustain in our own city. And we supposed to go where? Without having the proper way to employ yourself to even prepare for that kind of shift?
Facts.
Where we supposed to go? And now with you having an administration that is not looking favorably upon homeless people, like you are creating thousands of homeless DC residents. You pretty much are giving like the land for the slaughter here. But you can find money for a stadium, for a stadium.
Yeah. Which is
But
crazy.
that's not even half of it, though.
Yeah.
That's not even a half of it, Nick. Like I haven't seen y'all so long, and I promise you, I got my handy dandy notebook. I don't mean to take up space, but you know, I can't afford a therapist, so I gotta use my Fridays on here. Which, by the way, is $5 Friday, people. If you are just joining the chat, this man Otis and the rest of us gotta get paid. I still haven't got my little $1 check from Otis, and I understand that the guy go on equipment. You know, the studio guys stay open. Y'all gotta get y'all shows, but if you really love the show, man, just make sure you get $5. Just $5. But I digress.
Yep, you digress.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to take up space. You got something
go
in your
ahead
heart
because we want to. No, go ahead. This
Oh,
is why I
wait.
asked you to come on.
Listen, I certainly appreciate y'all here. Not only did they take the billion and give it to a billionaire, man. Now they're talking about bringing a casino over into one of the most underserved wards in our city.
You gotta have
I was reading. You gotta have entertainment, right? But we already have entertainment. I don't know if anybody's ever been to DC. Don't let them fool you. We are not New York. We are a small southern city with a big heart and a big ego. So that means that when you put one entertainment station, which is our wharf area in the city, you have pretty much covered a mass part of land. So now that means that the other part of this little small southern city with a big ego is meant for people who are building community, because we do have a community here in the District of Columbia. We're not just bells and whistles and lights. There are schools, there are churches, there are people, there's community. So now they're talking about that we need a casino to go with this big stadium that's coming up. And of course, they're using all of the wonderful buzzwords that normally blinds us as Black people. And I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying for my people that were out there waving the burgundy and gold pom-poms saying, yeah, we're going to get affordable housing. They're saying they're going to give us affordable housing, which has not been well defined. And if it had, you would not have seen that line that we just saw in that video. If that had been a thing that was understood about what affordable means in a city that clearly has a poverty issue amongst your Black and brown community that has not been supported by their Black mayor, who's been in there since 2015. And we're now in 2025. I don't know. Listen, these are just things I'm jotting down. Like I told you, I don't have the answers, but I got plenty of questions, and they're all written down in my handy dandy notebook. What you think, Nick? You think casino gonna bail us out?
Nah, I'm just telling you, when the stadium, because I look down here in Detroit. I mean, well, in Detroit, what I'm saying, down here. Well, Detroit, when they built the new stadium, the Tigers got their stadium, the Pistons downtown, because they was in Auburn Hills at one time. And then you got the Tigers, the Lions downtown. They got casinos. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, you gotta have something to do for when the people come to the games. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something to do. What's more than like, why you think Las Vegas got the Oakland Raiders? I mean, they're the Las Vegas Raiders now. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's money, and they gotta have stuff to entertain the people that's coming from out of town. How you doing, Alan? Thanks for tapping in. Carol Kincaid, Sweetheart Shell. I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want to miss Kariza. Thank all y'all for coming in. I mean, on the lineup, I think Winter's coming on tonight. I'm not for sure, but let's just put a possibility she'll be on at 6:30, 45, you know, give or take 30 minutes.
So I see Alan Lynch said gambling brings a deeper level of crime to a city. Last time I checked, we got the MGM Studio Casino over on, Maryland side. We call it Ward 9 of DC around here. And their crime levels were sky high. They were stealing tires in the middle of people pulling the slots, like your car is not safe. And people were getting robbed in the parking lot over there.
Oh, well, I guess this question was for you. I just put up.
Are you saying the casinos would be a good thing or bad thing? I personally think that if you have a housing crisis that you're dealing with, meaning your people don't have anywhere to call home and close the door behind, and that is the priority over you trying to continuously build entertainment. Because what we know is half of these people that you're trying to gaslight into saying that this is a great opportunity probably will not even qualify to even work in some of these remedial jobs. And let's be clear, DC is one of the expensivest cities to live in. And so if you want to pay to play, they got to pay you to be able to play. And half of these jobs ain't giving you that kind of revenue to be able to stay in here. So where are the people supposed to go is my question. You can't go to PG because DC already flooded half of our neighborhoods into PG by closing half of our neighborhoods. County, right? Yes, Prince George's County. Thank you so much.
People just don't know. I'm just putting it. What's up, Ladell? Go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah. And so like the deal. Anyway, so where people won't go, like you pushing them out to go where? They can't afford to go live in Waldorf, Maryland. Like that's expensive part because then you get into what we call Mo County, which is Montgomery County, which is really expensive. So where are these people going to go? Is my question. And you're not going to house the people that you have spent half of your time telling people were dangerous and not interested in uplifting themselves and were remedial. All these things they say to themselves when they having these meetings about how they helping the poor people. They're not going to house those people in a brand new stadium.
That's
they're
rough,
not going to do that.
That's
so
rough.
That's.
Well, you know what they say, expansion, somebody got to fall, somebody got to get built on top of. It's the same thing here. Like, I do believe when they change it, like, they hoping people leave, you know what I'm saying? Because you look at a rent, I think you try to get a house in Flint, the rent, I think is at $1,400-1,500 now, if I'm not mistaken. Like, who really going to be able to, and listen, Flint already got the highest water rates in this nation. Highest water rates, right? So, and if you ain't making damn near, you finna be like this. If you just making 40,000, you better not have no family. You will be struggling here. That's just enough to pay your bills. And you better be single.
Which is crazy because that's exactly what the average DC native is making, 40 to 43K annually. What you supposed to do with that? In the city where your rent is anywhere from $1,500 for a studio to $2,500 for a 1-bedroom, and those are apartments.
That's what I'm saying. Like Listen, we got some beautiful apartments. If you come out here, make a left, you go all the way down. You're gonna roll through the hood though. When you go see, and I'm not throwing no shots at nobody, I'm just telling you what it is. When you ride through and you go see and they tell you they starting at 200,000, who can pay for that? That you expecting? Who can pay for that?
I'm trying to tell you, man, it's the same playbook. People better wake up. If you ain't already hip, here's your wake up call on this Good Friday. That no matter where you are on this USA map, if you talk to some people around the world, you'll find we all have lived similar lives.
Facts. Thank you, Sharon, for the $5 super chat. I'm just trying to see how can you like. That's just like when they did that when you asked them when they was at council where they get the medium housing income from. They didn't use the city of Flint. They used the township. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. But these are your council people.
Hey, man, they vicious with it. If you don't know, they don't know. And that's the reason why you should know. Or try to at least interpret what these things mean, like to the point of Omar Thorpe. He said, question, for anybody, what is the qualifying price of the term affordable housing? I don't have a clue. I've tried to dig into this as much as my DCPS education will allow me to. And I have yet to find anything that made sense to what I understand to be true about what I'm seeing in reality of what people can afford to what they're saying is affordable. Now, I could only give it to you per the people that I had conversations with. It was a nice.
Hold that thought 1 second, Yogi. I gotta come back out. They just stopped the comments. I couldn't see the comments no more. Hold on, let me reset.
Okay.
It just.
Can y'all still see me? I don't want to make it dead here. But so
okay.
it was.
We good now.
There's a gentleman that I was having a conversation with, and he's not melanated like myself, so you do with that what you will. But he was saying that even he, with his good job of being a person that builds things, and his wife works for a big company, they can't even afford affordable. And I said, now if the clear complexion people can't afford the affordable housing, then what in the hell is a person like myself in my community supposed to do? So I didn't quite answer your question, Omar, but I think that it all depends on where you are and who's running the books.
And thank you to Felicia and Miss Beverly Biggs with the $5 Friday. Felicia Martinez, that is. I mean, like, but when you listen, when you bring, I don't know how to say it without being like, they don't care about the poor. No different than what a lot of people didn't understand. You never late, Felicia. When people remember when Jay-Z, they was building the new Brooklyn Nets Stadium when they brought them downtown. Look at the people you had to move out. See, we never talk about the people that they displace. And they just feel you can just pick it up, or they pick it up and start over. Everybody just can't pick it up and start over. Oh, I'm finna find the roll call. Let me find it. Let me see. I missed the roll call. Oh, got it. That's why I had to redo it. Give me 1 second. You got back to flow. This coming from Felicia Martinez, you heard? And she coming from by New Way of New Jersey. That's the East Coast love. Mickey's roll call is sponsored by Indiana Hospital for forcing a woman in active labor out of the hospital before being seen. She had the baby on the side of the road. So much for pro-life, diabolical. Damn. That's how they playing it right now?
Man, that was something to watch, man. How they now acting up in these medical fields, but it ain't nothing new. It don't make it right, but that's even more why that question of how people cannot know these things at this moment. Like, what part of the world were you in where you didn't see that these things were happening in this way? But that's not in a chastising way. It's just saying that like it's happening blatantly. So I think that we all can now be on the same accord of things that we need to get in order when we talk about policies and politics.
But here we go, year 26.
Man,
they finna be coming in the community. They finna be coming in the community. The church is finna let them come in. So you already know they finna prompt like here. Everybody in Flint finna be praying whoever the next council people is or whoever the next mayor is, even the next governor, the state rep, is they gonna do anything about this water. This is what we finna be expecting. Water. Lorna, thank you for tapping in. This is what everybody in Flint finna be praying that it get. And you don't hope you get like what the present governor said, and this is not what Mickey said, that she was Flint fatigue. You know what I'm saying? True enough. I seen the incident, well, it wasn't an incident, I think it was Kildy when he was saying like we just can't print money, keep giving Flint pull up the Brinks truck. But if you know if the money being mismanaged, is it time for an audit? I mean,
in order for you to even get a straight answer out of people, you have heard somebody that's willing to tell you where you starting at, right? And
thanks.
You gotta take people's word for it, right? Unless you gonna get in there and really dig through the BS yourself, you'll never really know if somebody's telling you the truth about the dollar that you be dealing with. You know, and so to that I say, when we had this election coming up, because I've mentioned in DC, like this is one of our biggest elections coming up because everybody hitting the escape hatch. They ready to be bigger and better and get a better brand, you know, which leaves us quite vulnerable as a city. You see how they already treating us, you know, and they out here telling us that DC, we want to be a state, a city that should be a state. Why I want to sign off for you getting more power and you already treating me like I'm at the bottom of your shoe? That don't make sense. And so she got to get more people that's coming in that's willing to work on that narrative. Because right now the people been, man, they've been showing up and not pleased with old Bow Bow up here.
They not happy with her.
Oh man, she can't catch a word out here in these streets. Every time she pop up somewhere, they popping up and they protesting and yelling at her and screaming, and she getting madder and madder.
Wow. Oh, so she been showing that she mad, huh?
She don't care. Okay, y'all think Neely on one? Don't let him get a hold of Bowser's playbook. Y'all really will be in trouble. We fight for our lives up here.
What's up, Kevin? Answer this question for me. Answer this. And it's really a broad question. Why do the black mayors do they cities like this in the predominantly black city? Why you don't see none want to help and they just want to keep? Because I'm just looking at Dalton when they had Tiffany Hanyard. You saying DC with the DC mayor, and we looking at the mayor here. Like, how is they doing this to their own residents? But they not doing this to all residents. They just doing this to certain segments, like the poor part. Why are they mishandling the poor part?
Well, you know, tinfoil hat strapped and locked and loaded. I personally, for our DC representation of hateful melanated mayorship, she is a part of what we have referred to in this A10 world as Boule. She's part of the Boule crew. And I don't know if y'all remember that video I played a while back last time I came from off the Chitlin circuit around here. But they don't really feel that great about melanated people who do not have the academia that they possess. They see them as eyesores and, a part of a narrative that they also would not like to have around at most. And so that's why in our space, our mayor is comfortable with joining the band that doesn't like poor people and getting them out of here. So like, that's my speculation of the behaviors that might be, bouncing around in black towns per their mayor.
You dropped a lot on me right there.
I mean,
It
I
was
like
true.
speaking a lot of words.
Nah, what's up, Rodney Thomas in the building? What it do, King? Now, I agree with you. Like, I can't really, but it's just sad that how we do our own. But then when they get in trouble, you know what the first thing they do? They want to throw in a kente cloth. They want to be like, we black power. I mean, when they jam up, but they only do this when they come back, when they feel like they done been done wrong. Most black power are worse than the 3K. They are blackface, but yet, I got you. Most blacks in power are worse than, okay. Yeah, you listen. When they get them titles, you in trouble. I mean, I'm not in DC, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? I could just tell you about this mayor here, right? And I get it what everybody was saying, I get it. But listen, I ain't gonna lie, this mayor here, but I understand it. Most people that really be pushing him, man, they what I found out, and most of these people, they so in the church, right? Most of them got wickedness in them. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Don't none of them see nothing wrong with this water publicly. They might say it behind their back that the water, behind his back, yeah, the water is messed up. But publicly, you don't see none of them out there fighting like that. And so, Kevin, hey, you winning. I'm just saying, just look at it. This dude, now everybody know that blacks and the police ain't never had a good working relationship. I don't care what generation you go to, blacks and the police, majority, don't have a good working relationship. When you can see that your own sick the police on you down at council. And like I said, they got sick on Miss Gladys, you know what I'm saying? Look how they did, but if you was going against him, but to see that he was all right with it, you saw Liddell was all right with it, Candace. See, like a lot of this stuff, I can't forgive certain people on what they did because they might be in their vulnerable stages right now. And I wish people understand that, like, you can't forgive them what they did. And then and these people was mainly fighting for their own resources, meaning make sure their houses got together. I'm saying these some of the council people that you was dealing with. They saw, look, Miss Claire McClin came down there, was I'm gonna say begging them to help residents. One lady, Yogi, was raining in her house. But to see a council person, you got your house dead, and you seeing the way the other houses look at your constituents, and you all right with that? What's up, Queen Aniva? Thank you for tapping in, beloved. You all right with that? I'm just saying, this.
But see, that's what I'm saying, Mick. Like, I don't. This the other part of life that I don't understand how people so comfortable, being so villainous. Like there's a thing called chain reaction, cause and effect. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you think that you're gonna keep shunning people at their knees before things start making the shift? And when you talking about also us melanated people that are showing up and gatekeeping, because that's the word that we use in my community. I don't know what y'all use in these streets, Nick, but okay, all right. So we on the same page, man. These people don't understand that at some point there's not going to be a gate for you to keep because they're going to throw you out there to the wolves because they know that you easy prey, because like. This is why people write books. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you know that that's the plan, because they know that you done put yourself so much into the behind the scenes of things, right? That you in dangerous territory right now. You know too much. And so either one way you gonna go. Either they gonna get rid of you, or you go ahead and tell your truth and try to save yourself and get some protection in the community. And unfortunately, because we got big hearts and we start believing that people are really for us, when they really just seeking covering from being, on the other side of the fence, we still take them in and we still listen to them and we make them leaders and they make us docile. And then now here we are back in 2025.
Yeah.
Falling for the same trick. again, going into 2026 election. So what we gonna learn? What's the old saying, Mick? First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. And I don't know about the third time because I tried to
you did it like Bush Jr. did. I can't blame you when he said he got it wrong. He was like, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, you can't fool me again. But I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he fooled you the first 2 times, fool, he coming back for a third time. I'm
you better do it.
Yeah, but that's like here. You got. I told you what Winter said. It ain't that I said it. You know, this is she reported that when she was in the grocery store, ran into the mayor. Right, people was running up to, hey, how you doing, mayor? With cases of water in their basket, not saying, hey man, what's up with this water? You know what I'm saying? You got, and like I said, I done lost 2 uncles from from that. But I mean, not just I done lost so many family members from cancer right now. You know what I'm saying? You see all the dialysis machines, the dialysis places that's up, and ain't nobody saying there ain't nothing wrong with the water. Like, that's not getting media coverage. Even with them want to argue about doing 50 or some houses, why not do all of them? You probably didn't have people that caught cancer on all sides of Flint. But I get it why they can't do it, because then all that mayor was running around here. We from crisis to recovery. Now we back in crisis. See, you know what I'm saying? There's too many people that you have to expose up top.
You know what else, Vic? It's crazy to me, but not crazy. It's really strategic. Like I said, reading is fundamental. It's not just a catchy little phrase that they gave us in elementary school, at least around here. It's that they use us against us in such a way, right, that they actually have support because they choose people to cheer them on, right? Like, you gotta have a cheering section to make your villainous deeds not feel totally messed up. You know what I mean? Like, so they provide pockets of support to these people who look like us at most times, because like I can only speak to a Black experience. So when I say us, I mean us. You know, like we get into these spaces and then they do a little for a little bit of people, so that when the people who they not doing for be like, yo, what about us? Those people show up before they even have to defend what they didn't do for everybody. Like, you are an elected official and you're supposed to make sure the entire area is covered. That means that if some don't have, that's your priority to figure out why they don't have it when you put in a budget in place that's supposed to help everybody. That's why you're supposed to be doing math. That's why I say we got bad math happening in these streets. Especially when you talk about the population.
Yeah. Now I'm telling you, I'm gonna go check it out. My bad for cutting you off. Go ahead, Yogi.
You good. I was just saying, especially when you talk about a certain population of people and being able to do minimal, right? We know that there are real barriers out here with people really stopping you from getting money to do things that people need. And that's why on this platform, people talk about how do we take the dependency on government and shift it over into making it a sustainable thing in community. So that you don't have to keep worrying about people telling you we ain't got money for this and we ain't got money for that. That's at least one solution that you can work on while you still try to get your 40 acres and a mule. And a lot of that just has to do with people really redefining what they consider as a necessity in their day-to-day. Like, some people are out here because they don't know what to do with fresh food and stuff like that. At least that's the conversations we have here in DC. Like, it's about shifting your mindset about what you have used to be dependent on for your convenience. So if it means that you don't like touching fresh fruits and vegetables because you don't know what the hell to do with them, then let's get you some cooking classes.
Facts.
Economics. And then just make sure you got the tools to be able to cook. Yeah, because we know they took them out the school. Same thing here, people. They try to handicap us through our educational system. You know, they took all that stuff out of there. People don't even know how to type, and we got whole phones. They just thumb work.
You know what, good brother Marcus Field, that's my good brother from Fairfield. We working on it. I got Trevor working on it as we speak. And Alan, you're right. Neely haven't shown no empathy, sympathy, and compassion to the citizens of Flint relating to the water crisis, nor to the families that lost loved ones to the contaminated water. He don't care. That's what I'm telling you. They don't care. Don't care.
Give me 1 second, Nick.
Go ahead. Let me see. The problem is the elected officials are not held accountable. Where's their bosses when they don't do their duties? Hey, Raphael, you own one. I mean, I do try to I mean, I don't know, man. Like Raphael, like here, you ain't no such thing as accountability if you got the mayor office and the clerk office. Ain't no accountability. You can get away what you want to go get. And I listen now. Me and my good brother, where is he at? The ones Michael Cooley been saying keep pressure on Davina. Y'all saying I've been hollering about Davina, said she was in on it. Until you can clean up, you can get all these people that's with the BS up out of there. And I get it. What's what my fellow 740 said? She said Neely was sent here from the state to silence the water crisis. He did it and did a damn good one on it. He did. I mean, no, he did what she's saying is true. When he running around till we the most tested water, yet you still got people going from stage 1 to stage 4. You know what I'm saying? It's just showing you how, and then you don't even know you got it until it's late. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? We don't, to me, I used to be putting this on back in 2020 on my Facebook page. Welcome to the Hunger Games. Because you don't know, like, listen, you don't even know what's going on when you got people, the administrative. You had Clyde, Judy. They was blocking for testing to come on. You understand? Testing to see if this water contaminated. And I did say, only time I disagree with I disagree with Art on this one. I didn't agree with let Candace Company do it. You know, she the one do the test. No, to me, anybody to work with the mayor is compromise. From top level on up to down. If you're a governor or you're a governor, you trying to run for governor, I see you cozying up to the mayor, you're compromised. You a state senator, I see you rolling with state rep. Y'all called Democratic Party. You're cozying up to him. I know y'all, I mean, they compromising me anyway, but should none of them people should be able to be sitting up there, get votes for? I'm just being honest. Should nobody vote for no ticket? None of them people that's cool with the mayor. Should none of them get voted in?
Well, also the reality is, excuse me, Mick, as I'm saying, Raphael say, yes, their bosses, who do they report to? Now, listen, if you really are paying attention, you know that this thing goes way above somebody that got a supervisor or quote unquote boss. We got people, real life supervillains who are running the world. And so the reality of it is what are you going to do to help yourself not be deep in the mess that they created to suck you dry from your life force and also from the ducats that you have to go out here and clock in and clock out for? That's the reality of it. And in between, you got to start making some choices about how you be accountable. Hi, I'm Yolanda, a.k.a. Yogi G. I will be your accountability partner as I force myself to be my own accountability partner of changing some things in your lifestyle to not succumb to the way that the world just is. We can do all of the politicking. We can do all of the PSAs about what fuckery, excuse me, that was my one for today. It's happening out here in these streets, but at the end of the day, you can't cry victim when you got the receipts. Let me come a little close to the screen. You can't cry victim when you got the receipts. None of this that we're going through is new. We're just new to the playing board. That's it. You're just a new member on the board. And if you are in this chat, welcome to reality. That people don't care. It don't matter if they black, brown, or yellow, as long as the green is around and they feel like that they stand out of the way of the fuckery and the bullets and the bloodshed.
Facts.
Meaning that they're not on the forefront of it, meaning that their family members and their kids are not on the forefront of it. Everybody else can be a sacrificial lamb, period. So you know McDonald's is killing you. I had this conversation with myself because it's affordable. It's hard in these streets. I told you, they paying you $2,000 to live in a cardboard box up here in DC. So you know McDonald's sounds like gourmet around here, but it's not good. And we don't have medical insurance. We ain't even got into that conversation about how half of our city is dependent on DC Medicaid, if they can get it. And if you talk about cutting that, we have a significant amount of our population that is in some serious trouble. But don't nobody care. They just want us to go to the next city and hope that they care, or go to the next city and hope that they care, or go to the next state and hope that they care. And the thing that we realizing when you start coming outside of what's happening locally and you start talking about what's happening nationally, they don't give a shit there either.
Well, we going 11, 12 years into this water crisis. Come next
We got a water crisis.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
it's not as bad as I would never compare, you know, apples to oranges, but
I
I'm the
understand.
same playbook.
Yeah, facts. What's up, John Pony, back in the building? Nah, but see, yeah, facts, Raphael Birdie said, as long as it's not on their doorstep, you know the rest. And I'm telling you, if you go back to what Melissa May said, she said her hardest was the well-to-do parts of Flint. Didn't care about the north side, that it was the poor and the black, the brown and white that was over there, because it felt it didn't affect them. And this is why you'll run into these problems every time. Until we can figure this out, like get people to, like I said, I just go back to that Jordan Sheraton book when he said, your activists, when they go have these meetings with these billionaires, they come out, they not no more part of the struggle no more. So they say your activists, and not just your activists and your council people. They said your elected officials and your activists. When you can buy them off, who you got? Who you got? They can buy off your elected officials. They can buy off your judges. They can buy off your, you know what I'm saying? Listen, even when they can buy off
they can buy off your farmers. They can buy off your convenience store people. They can buy off your preachers. Like anybody is up for grabs when you talk about money for the mighty dollar. People will what? Y'all know the rest.
Facts. What's up, Michelle Smith, aka Ann and her husband? Oh, you right. You right. That's why I'm looking at it. You want me to put your other video up yet? Because I just got a video sent to me.
You yes.
You can see the stupidity. You can see the stupidity that we going through here. But this is.
So let me set this up.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, maybe I wouldn't get set up. Let's just play the video and then we'll give it a little rap attack.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it up here then. You said add it to.
Well, let me say this. Let me
it.
get a little disclaimer. You know, it is 9:57 in the a.m. And if you haven't paid attention to what's happening in these streets, this may be a little triggering to you. So, you know, this is just what's happening in the world. And we're going to give some discussion. So if you're triggered by this, we apologize in advance. Don't cancel us. Still hit that like button, though. And it's $5 Friday. All right, go ahead, hit play.
You want a pepper spray? You want a pepper spray? Do you want to know, bitch? You want a pepper spray? Do you want to know? You want a pepper spray? Bitch, don't play with me. Make sure bitch ass. Yeah, you scared, huh? When it comes to mine, I show the fuck you. You trying to make a kid? I don't give a fuck.
Well, I look like a snitch. You hold this.
You told me what kid? Get the fuck out my face, Jack. Ooh, bitch, you're not cool, bitch. What's good? Don't play with me. Get out. Bitch, don't play with me. Give me my phone. Oh, God, I'm gonna tell my mom this bitch is.
All right, bitch. You can hold it. Okay. Now, there was a lot of foul language that happened in this video. So once again, for our Christian community in the chat, please understand this is what's happening out here in the world. And so people use these type of languages when they're upset. So what you saw in this video, per the caption, is that there was a mother whose daughter was jumped, and she came to find the people who jumped her daughter, and she took care of things on her own. And it made me think of the conversation that everybody has been having about the devastating occurrence that happened in Chicago with the young mother who was jumped by middle school students. So, I guess my question to the chat is, do you feel like that's the next step to start taking justice into your own hands, or it's just kind of like where we headed? Mick, I'd like to hear from you.
Where we at? Because with them, because listen, I was on Facebook and I was seeing a lot of people was like, couldn't been me. You know what I'm saying? And what they did, but see, this is where I think this is where we at now. But to me, them parents should be on top. If anything, it should have been showing that it's time to do parenting. Come on out, hanging out in the streets. You got to be a parent now. You know what I'm saying? You can't let TV, video games, you know what I'm saying? You can't let outside raise your kids because we don't have them people out there no more.
Yeah, I had a mixed bag, right? Because from a media standpoint, I am not happy at another piece of content that's on the ether and the internet that will be populating and probably solidifying a whole lot of narratives that happen in our other people's households, as if this doesn't happen just commonly around child-to-child interaction, So that's one thing. But then also, as a parent, especially a parent that's been in a similar situation, yeah, you do feel that kind of anger to where you want to step up and defend yours. And these kids these days don't, as we're starting to see the trend that anybody can get it. Sometimes even their own parents can get it from them. And so, like, it's a day of the times that says that we need to start evaluating how we bring it in our parenting with this generation. But then also, I can't help as a community-centered person to wonder if she had even taken the time to even try to tap into the parents. Because there are times when you got kids that's out here that's just trying to be a part of the crowd and like prove their worth to the crew that they with, and they just out here doing them, not to like
peer pressure.
Play down with having with peer pressure. We all been kids before. You know what it is. Yeah. So like, I'm old. What's Zeus Network? Wait. Let's take it back. Mick, are you hip? You know what Zeus Network is?
I seen somebody put it in here.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, man. They got, this is what I deem as rat TV, right? Yeah, all the hottest swingers and hitters and sluggers is on this network, and they just be on their fight. They go out, they party, they stay lit the whole day, and they just beef and fight all day. And this is with some, not all, of the youngins are watching these days. So like, that's why you see it in the chat about the Zeus Network, because like they glorify you being a baddie. Yep. They glorify you going out here and slanging them things while you clock it. It's something to see.
But you know what though? But this is what they promote. When you don't own nothing. I remember yesterday, me and Brother Roberts was having a conversation. He was talking about when Bob Johnson sold BET to buy the Charlotte Bobcats. What's up, Tasha Bella? Marseille Tarbert in the building. He gave up BET to own the Charlotte Bobcats. He no longer has the Charlotte Bobcats. You see what I'm saying? You gave up, and look what BET turned into. At one time, that's who brought you Tavis Smiley. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was radical for that time. But this is the stuff that they you know what I'm saying? Now they just with the debauchery. Now, I'm not gonna say like I don't watch some of these shows, but this is where we at right now. You can just look at from Basketball Wives when you look at excuse me, what's that one? The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Like, we really got to see them type of shows. You really gonna see a woman going through, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 dudes to see who she gonna be with. Vice versa, you gonna see the man going through. We all know, ain't no woman gonna sit around knowing she gotta chase you. You know how the women would be fighting out here. I done seen some people got in trouble for less but this is the stuff that they show us. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a time you can get some balance. It's just filth, 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 filth,
All day, every
filth,
day. Is
filth, 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 filth,
I'm a
filth.
part of the Jerry Springer generation. Okay, is you the father? Ain't you the father? Is you lying? Who's sleeping with who? That's what I came up with, you know. And so they just took that and magnified it and times 1,300. Now we got YouTube. Now we got Instagram Reels. Shout out to YouTube because, you know, without them, we would not be before you today. But I'm just saying, in certain algorithms, these things could be problematic. And once again, from a media standpoint, having to study the whole birth of like the digital age and media and the impact that it's had on our communities, especially in social justice spaces, man, you would do better to get yourself rooted in reality of figuring out who your neighbor is than to figure out what the next season of this and that is. See, I use it differently. I ain't gonna sit up here. I'm not no saint. I'm just as tuned in as you are, you know. Right. So I'm just saying the things I'm learning along the way about how I should be accountable for changing my ways. Remember, I said I'm here as an accountability partner because me too.
Facts. I'm looking at IFG for a minute, Pony. I'm glad you put your name in. I thought you was the Inglewood Family Gang. I was like, okay, I'm listening, but I'm just joking, talking to you. But they said, but think, where do they get their money from? Where they get their money from us? I mean, are we financing our own opposition to bring about our own destruction and demise? I mean, like a lot of the stuff. And let me put Alan. This is the image of blacks they love to promote before the world. And this was, if y'all didn't watch the members only show I did yesterday with Brother Roberts, and this is what he said. He said, did you know when they do immigration, how they talk about the blacks, the black neighborhoods, when they bring in, you know, when the people coming through. So we wondering why certain, you know what I'm saying, they have already a certain image of us when they bring. I'm talking about the blacks. I'm talking about the Haitians. I'm talking about the Nigerians, all of them when they come over here. You know what I'm saying? The certain image they have of the African American when they come here. See, they get us caught up looking at the movie Juice, Colors. See, that's just like with history. Demetria Brown, thank you for tapping in. Sally Belly, they use like slavery, like this is their history. It's like they always use a certain segment and use that to promote it, but it's always where we not in the best light. Gang banging on drugs, you know what I'm saying? You know, robbing. It's just crazy that the image that they portray, and they have no problem putting it out there. Just look at Denzel. He got an Oscar for playing a drug dealer, a dirty cop. For all the other movies he played, John Q, Glory, you know what I'm saying? All the other movies. This is what he get the Oscar.
So there lies the controversy, right? Not to cut in between, but you know, I may have a little ADD. But there lies the controversy, right? Between, so I remember in the rap industry when we had, if I'm telling it correctly, you had conscious rap and then came NWA, right? You had Tupac and all of them coming onto the scene and they were talking about the streets as it was, right? And the controversy between the two was, are we going to talk about where we could be and where we should be, or are we going to talk about where we are? And I think that the importance of navigating both and the challenge of navigating both has always been our opposition in our community, right? Like, do you not talk about it to a point where like you ignoring it, and that's still not healthy because it still doesn't keep the thing from existing? But then also, what part of propaganda, how far do you play into it for the name of creativity and art before it becomes problematic? So I guess basically what I'm saying is, it's like either we go totally off the grid and just start entertaining each other in the backwoods like we used to, or people just don't take these roles anymore. And then do we suffer from saying we gonna stand on business, not playing y'all drug dealers anymore? not putting out music like that, because that's the other part of it. People end up suffering and not getting that exposure.
Facts. Keep us divided. But that's what they're saying. They should have been able to have the, the gangster rap should have been able to talk to the conscious rap people, because they all knew each other. It should have never been. You seen when Public Enemy linked up with Ice Cube, even though it was because after that, he fell out with NWA. But you got to look who controlling the masses. I mean, who controlling? Look who are your program directors. Look who own the radio stations. That's just like Charlemagne. Don't get me wrong. Even though him and Roland Martin was throwing shots at each other, but they was telling on each other, being honest. Charlemagne, you work for iHeartRadio, that's targeted to a black audience. Targeted. You know what I'm saying? Roland Martin, I get it. You on YouTube, but you was on MSNBC, on CNN, TV News, News One and all that. But why didn't none of them? I'm Roland is trying to build his own now. You know what I'm saying? To his liking, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all the connections that y'all had. Y'all should have knew this. Y'all should know the system, but can neither one of them really buck the system, because they know how they get their money. Charlemagne only gonna go so far.
I don't know. I think that it's just important to know who the prime players are and how they play in the game, while you figure out how to be accountable for what you can do in your life, what you can change in your life. It don't benefit me to have that kind of thought process about destroying my community when I can't even be comfortable in a whole nother community. Like, that's what we know. Everybody working so hard to get into this community, and how often do you hear about how we go into wealthier communities and still have to deal with being called the N-word, or still have a nice Karen come and follow you down the street asking you, do you live there, and now the police showing up because now you got to pull out your lease to be there. So like, a lot of our elders had conversations about how conscious we need to be about how excited we are about being a mixed company. And it's not preaching being a segregist. I think that's the word. I like to use big words, but if I misused it, y'all put it over in the chat and we'll sound it out. But the point is that, like, if you're not going to fix the conditions of where you left from, or still be on that same campaign with the consideration that you'll end up going back there, then you only cut your nose to spite your face. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got in your pocket, you can't change how you present on the forefront unless you're willing to do some real dastardly deeds. And that's how we got Clarence Thomas, in my opinion. Simple hat, you know what I mean? Like, that's the most dastardly position that you could be in that could be detrimental to us as a culture, in my opinion. Like, he's at the top helm of like leadership and decision, and he don't like us. He got beef, and it shows. And this is with him being a product of DEI. Or at least that's how I was taught. I don't know, Mick. I don't know what they teach y'all over there, but that's what I heard over here in these 202 streets.
I don't know. That's all I can tell you. If they did, I don't know.
Do you remember when Tavis and Tom Joyner did a contract with American? Mick, that might be for you. I'm only partially into the music industry piece.
No, I remember some of it. I can't remember vividly, but I can't remember it vividly. It said, look who owned the labels. Common Roy, he did shooting. Okay, I mean, but they keep us divided. That's the thing. They're gonna keep you divided. That's why you're never gonna get. Because you're going to always have some people to sell out. I wanted to play this video about Dame Dash. It's on my page, but I got something else. I think this is the Attorney General. I forgot who this is. Let me play this right here. I just got this sent to me, family. I got something sent to me we need to check out. Let me see. Let me take it here. Nope, I got it. Okay. Oh, here we got action now. Let me play this for y'all, family. Is this what was at the library I missed? This is Lansing coming down to Flint. Let me play this for you.
money, and I know you're talking about something different, but I think it's important to talk about this, that would not have come to the plaintiffs is bewildering to me. But at this point, I know that between 25,000 and 26,000 complainants that, they have been verified that funds are going to go to those individuals. And my hope is that those checks are going to start going out the door in the next couple months. Can I guarantee it? I can't, because I can't believe it's taken as long as it has. But again, the attorneys that represent the people in the city specifically said we don't want the state involved in distribution.
But you specifically took it away from the courts. We were in court in Flint. We were in court, and you stopped that.
But
you have to take responsibility.
Well, all right. The plaintiffs, I largely did exactly what the lawyers representing the people of the city wanted us to do. And that's for all the cases to have been consolidated in one place and for it to all go through Judge Levy and the special master. And so we agreed to it. I mean, at a certain point, obviously, when you have individuals in the city and they are represented by counsel and your counsel indicates this is what they would like to see, then, we accommodated it.
You started that. 11 years, we deserve clean water.
Well, I mean, the mayor is here right now, and it is the job of the city of Flint, right, to ensure that that pipes were replaced and money was, specifically appropriated to the city. And do you want to speak to that? Well, let's have that conversation. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, by the way. I just saying hello to you. I just thought you
Well, good evening, Black Caucus members, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy my friend Dana Nessa is here. But just to make sure that we stay on focus and on track of what we're doing and how we're engaging in this. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: our water is testing the best in the state of Michigan, if not the best in the country. The most
Here you go
tested,
lying
most
again.
monitored water system.
Here you go lying.
So the EPA, our environmental protection agencies of our nation, and also EGLE from the state of Michigan, has lifted every emergency about the quality of water inside the city of Flint. Our last testing cycles went through 3 parts per billion, 1 part per billion, and the actual level is 15 parts per billion. If you look at the bottled water that you drink, it says that you can have 5 parts per billion in that bottled water, meaning as it relates to lead and the copper rule, we're testing the best. Our service lines have been replaced. The city of Flint is now engaging and placing internal plumbing into your house. The asker of that question left, okay? But definitely we need to make sure we focus. You have the Attorney General of the state of Michigan in this room, and we asking questions that's 11 years old. She was very kind. She said, Judge Levy, 85th District U.S. Court is over that, assigned a special master. I've been to DC. My office is talking to them regularly about when these payments are coming out. You got 30 categories, 21 for children, talking about these things, and this thing cannot be settled until all claims are dismissed. I'm not defending it because we want it paid. I am a resident of this Flint. You're my neighbors, my friends, and my family. But that's the reality where we are. We're moving forward in this community. And so we have to have those conversations. Uncomfortable conversations are not disrespectful conversations. So we have to regard each other with a level of respect. And this is the Black Caucus. I'm here not so much as the mayor, but I'm here as the chairperson of the Black Mayors of Michigan, organization where I founded a couple years ago. Formerly the chairman of the Michigan Legislative Black Caucus for the state of Michigan. So when we talk about the elements of support and help in the realm, what this caucus is trying to do in the county of Genesee, along with the state of Michigan, Royce is doing a fantastic job bringing us forward to have a dialogue about underserved communities throughout the state of Michigan. So when you have a high-powered, engaged, caring person like Dana Nessel in the room, the conversation should be around about justice and opportunities and how the level of fairness is going to be played out. And so I like you a lot. Okay. I've been there, we've been there together, right? So when we propose these questions, we have to make sure that we're staying germane to the fact of what it is and being very respectful of it. So I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Neal.
Can you talk about your lawsuit that you're doing with 21 other
You see how he just got up there and said a bunch of nothing. Would you like
That's
how?
cold blooded, man.
Would you like how she threw
That's
his ass up
cold.
under the bus, the Attorney General?
She did.
Oh,
She
the
said,
mayor's
"Oh,
here.
we're the mayor."
Most tested
Would you like?
water.
Would you like to speak to that? Like, get your
Man,
people. That's basically what she just said. Get your people.
yeah,
Right?
but
I didn't come here for that.
but they paying the people right. Them people
That's
ain't getting
not
that
the
money, man. And I think that was Miss Taylor that was drilling their ass when she was saying, "But you just dropped it." We did, like, but you see how she can just shrug it off that we dropped the ball. That's what is diabolical about everything. They
But she
can
was
just
like,
get
"I don't
on.
understand. Why it's taking so long? I can't guarantee you anything, but I'm just shocked that it's even taking this long. Like, what do you mean? Aren't you in charge of the girls? Who's in charge of the girls? Are you in charge of the girls? Like,
Facts.
what do you
Live
mean?
Harlem Nights. Vera,
Who's in
is you
charge of the
every time
girls?
it's time to do the count up, you always late. That's why, like, I know that was Miss Taylor. Look, they brought him in most tested, but what are the results? What are the test results? Facts. Fact. Let me see. The water crisis would have not lasted this long if Sheldon Neely would have told the truth. He's a betrayer of Flint. He's had 6 years to fix things, but he hasn't. He doing the job that he's supposed to do, Michelle. He doing the job that he's supposed to do. I think he did a hell of a job for what like I said, why you think Judy? I remember when Judy first got on, it's nothing wrong with the water. This is your 4th Ward councilwoman. 4th Ward councilwoman, there's nothing wrong with it. They don't even want to do no tests. I call him Clyde the Glide. I think that the city administrator, I call him Clyde the Glide. And it's like, dude, y'all don't care, but I guess when they paying y'all them, that $140,000, whatever y'all get on the backside, you know what I'm saying, from having non-profits get money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do y'all? I don't understand how they friends can be sitting up there being cool and you seeing they people dying. But yet you still had these people in the streets. That's my mayor. I'm telling you, Yogi, let me tell you something. Let me just show you where the mind state is. This just show you where they say they mind state. Did you know we had a lady, you know what I'm saying? She was on the ENA board. Did you know she had more, in my humble opinion, more vitriol for Jed, and Jed ain't come to her house when he did the protest in Neely house. But just show you how black she is. And I just want people to open your eyes up and really see how we treat each other. Jed came here, not that he was summoned here. He was asked to come here to help out, to bring highlight on the water that's affecting the people in the city. Did you know she had more vitriol for him than she had for the one white guy that came and went in her mailbox and dropped some stuff off on her? Didn't go press no charges on him or none of that. Had more vitriol, like if he would have came to my house, I would have did this. Basically talking about if a black man would have came and did this is the mind state we have with each other. Wasn't mad that the white man came and opened up her mailbox and put stuff in her mailbox. Didn't even go downtown about that. But if Jed would have came to her house, this what she would have did. I saw so many blacks, even these so-called blacks that you seeing, you know what I'm saying? This preaching, this all this and that. Oh, Jed was wrong for going to the mayor house with a peaceful protest and knew. But these are the people that the mayor can pick. You know what I'm saying? These are the people.
Did y'all just have something that, like, I haven't been, no disrespect, I'm just getting into this. See, these questions, if the chat already knows, then I don't know. Didn't y'all just have something where there was like a board that was created to disperse those funds that y'all supposed to be having, like the ARPA funds?
Yeah, they had that. That was illegal, but they'd already have moved the money. And then one of the people, council person, he was on there for the 3rd ward. He got to run for the 1st ward. I mean, this is the games that they play. If you go watch our page yesterday,
Okay, I just got one more follow-up question, and then you know. Okay, all right. So if this board was illegal and they were handing out money, wouldn't that be the conversation for her as well? Like, hey, you know that the money y'all gave us is supposed to be fixing things. They didn't give it to us. They gave it to their friends, and like they illegally mishandled it because they went to court and stuff. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Only in Flint where you can vote, be the 5th vote for your nonprofit to get money. Only in Flint. Your nonprofit can be in bad standings. Hey, facts, Alan. She did. Now, this is why that could go down. Judy said opera wasn't sent to the resident, and it turned. And, bro, it turned out to be true. And she was. She said, but like I said, these people got, I don't know, allegedly. I can't just see Judy not getting nothing done and everybody else. Liddell got our house done, allegedly. Well, they ain't allegedly. I'm just saying what people have been talking. The 3rd Ward Councilwoman got her house done. You know what I'm saying? All these people that's getting their stuff done, but yet the residents who voted for them ain't getting their stuff done. You got to make that make sense. But it's an old saying. It's an old saying. It just made me pull this up. And when I see it, and this going to be truth, I'm going to play this right here. I know some people going to be mad at me. I don't give a damn no more because what's really going on? And this is really a shot to our own people. And for the ones who if it do fit the shoe, I'm talking to you because this is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. This is who they are. This is who they are, you know.
Dame is the first nigga that I seen stand up against them people.
We put this tour together ourselves.
Yeah, we put this shit
you
together.
You want to come jump on the tour nice and
nigga was
successful and bring jackets.
You niggas.
Yep.
Throw my fucking head down. These same niggas that he was defending the cracker now, man. You defending the same cracker he was dog walking. Everything that nigga told you that them crackers was gonna do, he was shitting on them crackers right then. Shitting on them every chance he got. He dog walked and let them know, nigga, you a visitor. Dame is the first nigga that I seen stand up against them people.
And I know the language might have been a little rough. And that's why I put that up there, because look how they dogging Dame out now. But when he was telling them, when he coming out telling you ain't owned your stuff, Charlamagne the guy, y'all don't own nothing. Roland Martin come back out and said you got a boss. But they you know what I'm saying? See how they try to play him? Even go back and look at it. Just go back and study. You will see the same stuff here. Look what Eric Mays was doing. If you go study with Eric, man, them people, you got some of these people. It's been people in that book, that We the Poison book. I mean, not We the Poison. Yeah, We the Poison, the Jordan Sheridan called out. A lot of these people is cozy up to these people right now. Cozy up to them. Cozy up to them. Believe me. The same fight that the people before them, because what it is, you will let that when it come down to $1, these people will sell you out. That's why you can see why you think ain't nobody bat an eye when you seeing the stuff that's going on downtown. I'm telling you, I just told you, ENA board member, they didn't see nothing wrong with Art getting the police abusing Art. They didn't see nothing wrong with it. The police, what they did to music, they didn't see nothing wrong with it. But I'm telling you, hey, Lena, you might be on to something, but I can tell you, do you see when they say when the people run up there, you ain't lying, because when Neely in that book, that same book I'm telling you about, We the Poison, Neely he hit a little of that Crown Royal and went to running his mouth. They made him giving an apology out. And he don't usually apologize to nobody. They showed him who he was on the stage at Flint. You ain't nothing but a flea to us. That's what they showed him. He did an apology. Trying to tell you.
Once again, at the end of the day, we only highlighting what should be obvious over generations and generations of receipts that there's bigger powers at play, and to Lana's point, it's all about land and water. You got like water is life, and land is profitable in the eyes of those who are probably not melanated. You know, like I think about this, right? The irony. Let's shift the conversation from local to like national and international. You know, your president, not my president, Agent Orange, just had a conference here in DC. I think it was. I don't keep up, but you know, and we had some people come and visit us, and they made it a big thing. And what I heard in these streets is that your president said that he was welcoming new people into the United States of America. And I thought to myself, how ironic when he's shoveling people out of America. So do you shovel a few out to bring a lot in for the sake of the dollar? Like that's happening too, good people. Just in case you didn't know, we got some new neighbors that are coming in town.
Who was the new neighbors?
Oh, Saudi Arabians.
Oh,
yeah, we had Saudi Arabia, and they had a conference that came in town. And so Agent Orange said that, hey, listen, y'all can bring big business over here, and guess what? You don't even have to hire Americans. You can bring your own people. And I was like, wait. Wasn't it the whole campaign of Make America Great Again? Like, ain't that y'all whole sales pitch about migrants and stuff like that? And now you're going, I don't know. Right. But I'm just saying, like, the shift in power is something that's repetitive in these streets. So, like, really, you just, at the end of the day, we're just highlighting some reassessments on how you show up in my book, right? You know that they're trying to kill us either way. We're all fuel, as y'all said yesterday in the members only, fossil fuel. We're all fossil fuel in the grand scheme of things. So I think that really people should just start assessing, one, who's your neighbor, assess the situation around you, see who you're living next to, and then figure out how long you got to stay in that spot, because it sounds like as far as Flint is concerned, they got some plans. And it doesn't include you if you can't get at Neely's meal table, sounds like.
Now you got a point there, man. I don't know if I'm gonna put this video up for you. This might be too heavy. Man, when this comes on tonight, I might put it up on there because it's what happened. I'll put it up. I'm gonna save it for tonight. Family, y'all gonna have to come back tonight. This video, no, because it's what happened in Dearborn. People out. Yes. I might play it tonight. I'm gonna hold it for tonight. I gotta give the people something for tonight. I just can't give them everything.
But can I just say one thing about that? I don't know what the video plays, but I can say that it's starting to be a trend. Because I just saw another video out here, and I didn't even have the heart to put it up, but it's in Florida, I do believe. Mm-hmm. And they had some gentlemen Muslims who were praying, and they had some people just walk in on their prayer, and they start harassing these people mid-prayer. And a lot of that rhetoric that you heard that was at that council meeting in Dearborn, that I heard y'all talking about in the chat, and, you know, on the platform, yeah, they was saying some of that too. So now we're headed towards a religious war.
But see, this video that I got kind of break down what's going on and telling you what it is. You know, I'm a player, Yogi. What the hell? We can't get in too much trouble, can we?
Oh man! I mean, it is $5 Friday, and this is what we do it for, to bring a lot of.
Yeah, because this guy, I didn't want to do it, but this guy
seems
to me.
Very much like some COINTELPRO.
Let me take it back from the beginning. Let me take it back. And this is. I just got this sent to me. So somebody want me to play it. I was gonna save it for the night. Y'all ready, family? Let me go and mute this up and play this for y'all. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. So I'm sure many of you guys are aware of the recent protests that took place in Dearborn, Michigan. Okay, you had a bunch of white Christian men, and they were fighting against, you know, the forces of evil, against the forces of Islam that have been, I guess, infiltrating the country. And it was led by this white Christian male, Jake Lang. And he's out there, he's doing things such as, you know, slapping bacon on the Quran. It got to a point where he was threatening to burn the Quran until someone took it from him. He was holding up the cross. There's a video of him holding up the cross right in front of this banner, and he was moving with the banner and saying, hey, we are being taken over. We are being conquered by Islam. This is what's going on. We've got to stand up and fight. Christians, we got to stand and fight. And it was very interesting. All of this, it was maybe about 50 white dudes, but a little less than their tiki torches protest, but fascinating behavior. I must admit, fascinating. I was like, okay, oh wow, all these people, Christian men, yeah. Then there was just a teeny tiny weensy beensy problem, and that is Jake Lang is not a Christian. That's correct. Jake Lang is Jewish.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining co-
Brain exploded. I'm like, wait, Lang is Jewish. Oh. Bruh. When I found this out, my brain exploded. I'm like, wait, what? wait, what? Oh, yeah. We got video of this man kissing the wall. He's got the box on his head and everything because it contains, for those I believe it contains like the scriptures or whatnot, or certain scriptures. But yeah, he's all wrapped out, kissing the wall, Jewish, yeah, all this. And it's like, that's interesting. Then we come to find out that his sister is actively in the Israeli Air Force. So then it was like, riddle me this, Batman. Why would an ethnically Jewish man go out and start LARPing as a Christian while doing all of this obvious disrespect towards Islam, towards Muslims? That is fascinating. I don't know why. You tell me why. Because the only thing I can think of is divide and conquer, right? Because that seems very much like some COINTELPRO. We're on the cusp of getting the Epstein files. People are resigning. That's how bad it is.
Some of you will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein, and that I've said that I'm going to step back from public activities for a time, but I think it's very important to fulfill my teaching obligations. And so, with your permission, we're going to go forward and talk about the material in the class.
Damn. But we're on the cusp.
Now you see this nonsense.
You can't make it up if you try, man.
Like I said, this video got sent to me, like, because I watched this show last night. I watched my man's show.
What Alan said?
He said, "Understand, family. Israel's a body of people. Israel's a body of people, not a landmass. The people in the land of Israel were imported there from Europe." I'm just saying, when you look at this stuff that's going on, like, you don't be knowing. Like I said, that got sent to me. But I saw so many other videos and stuff that was being sent to me. I'm like, are you serious? And I went in my man chat that talking about it's had over 2,500 people in their live last night. I was just watching. I was sitting back like, damn, they didn't think he did no wrong. I'm just like, this is where we at, right?
Man, it's a hard reality to sit with that we are in these times. But I think you do yourself more disservice not to open your eyeballs and see where we at and who we really dealing with.
Yeah.
Because not only do we have a pendant, in my opinion, right? And there might be other labels for what I'm expressing right now. So don't eat me up in the chat. I'm just expressing. Right? Not only are we on the tip of the nail of a civil war, but now you're going to implement a religious war in between. And here's the deal, right? Like I said, I'm just trying to connect the dots. So Chad, help me out here. Now we're moving out the migrants or immigrants, right? So we got anti-immigration is happening. And then we still got oppression. You double or tripling down on women oppression and black people oppression. And now you want to go after the Muslims that are in here. So now we just like spinning the wheel on all types of representation in America right now. Everybody can get it. That's what we're saying.
What's up,
We
Deborah
just-
Luna?
So we just want to blow the whole world up.
That's what I'm saying. Because listen, I was watching this chat last night. Them people, I mean, I'm gonna say the people in this chat, I'm gonna say at least say over 80%, maybe 90%. They felt like what he did, they didn't do no wrong when they went to Dearborn. It's like, so like, really, are you finna come? You finna come and just create a problem? I'm just saying, are you finna create a problem?
Hey, Cicero, don't let them catch you, man. You better get back to work. You can't be out here slacking on the plantation. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I just had to show some support when I was supporters.
Nah, you good, Yogi. But I'm just saying, this stuff that we seeing is like, it's so many layers, so many other things. What's up, Sarah P? So you really finna start this over here? Like you say, we got all this other stuff. And now we finna bring a religious war here. Are you serious?
Oh, and don't forget the fact that your president, not my president, has got his tinker toys over in Venezuela, right? He over there tinkering around in little pots, trying to start a little war over there too. So that's why I say now that mental illness is a real thing, good people.
Serious,
okay,
a heart attack.
And we seem to be in a plague of mental illness right now, where people have decided that they don't want to live no more, and they want to take all of us out with them. So I don't know how you want to, slowly arrive to the end of days, but I think I'm going to find some good people that I like that ain't causing me trauma and stress, and see how we can help each other through this mess. Maybe we can learn to build a bunker together and survive the outcome of all of these wars that y'all president, not my president, is starting, because it don't look like it's going to get no better around here. I don't know. If you find any bright spots, A10 family, please send them my way, because I'm struggling over here right now. My tinfoil hat is starting to get heavy. My neck, I need some support.
Because I just look at it. Yeah, a fact. I think we make a mistake when we think it's about religion or race. To me, it's the ultra rich mischief making among the poor and the working class. You may be on to something, Mark.
Mark, listen, let me tell you, I do understand how caste works, and that it is very prevalent all over the world. And so, to your point about the hierarchy versus the haves and the have-nots being our original fight, absolutely. But unfortunately, we got a lot of people who have now been indoctrinated into these different labels and representations, and that's what we have the problem at. This is how Mickey said, how many people was on that chat last night?
2,500.
2,500 soldiers of the Lord that are ready to burn it all down to take it to a religious town, And I don't know if you've seen these videos out there, but like they have been doing some really violent tactics, like trying to burn the Quran, and that has not been taken lightly. Like that has really triggered some people to action, and I don't know if I know that I'm not quite profess to know all things that come with Muslim religious beliefs, but I do believe the ones that I've met have been very rational and at most thoughtful people. And so, but not when you talk about burning the Quran. Like, how to get him, and he's doing all that he could do to get the content that he needs to justify this war that he's made up in his mind that he's ready to go for.
And that's what is crazy. I understand what you're saying, Mark. Mark said that racist in Dearborn video doesn't worry me. He's not intelligent enough to do anything. He's an agent for other people. But who is the other people? Like, why would he want to go start something? Because you got to understand. I'm saying me. But I'll be looking at, like, what is the purpose of him doing that? I get it. Like, I was saying, because I ain't played the whole video with a man talking about the Epstein's file, Is that was like that a distraction, or was that because, remember, he was down there saying, Trump, come bring ICE here. You trying to start a war to me, and now we finding out more to it. And I do get it. Like what is your purpose for going just strictly to that community? And now we seeing it's going to be some more pop-ups around here. To me, it's just like, is they trying to reinvent the Charlie Kirk situation? Like, is that what we finna do? Y'all finna have more Charlie Kirks? Not the incident that happened that was terrible, but I'm talking about more people coming with that rhetoric.
Absolutely. Because
See, that's
now he's a martyr. And so people have to fill his shoes. They want to spread the good gospel and the messaging that he left behind because it is the Lord's will. These are things that you hear them say. And they believe it too. You know, seeing is believing. And I think they are on their stage of showing us that they really believe that these things are justified.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying I do believe with the what Trump did. He woke up I'm gonna find that clip when the minister was talking when he said Trump peeled back the civility. Like, it was a lot of people just think when he got in, man, it was people was pissed Obama was president. And to me, like you know what I'm saying, when Trump came in with the rhetoric that he was saying, and see, everybody forget that when you had Congress at that time saying Obama was going to be a one-term president. See, we don't ever want to admit the disrespect that he took because we keep forgetting it was an element. See, when you go hit them streets, I remember John McCain was telling one young lady that was at one of his events, like, no, Obama's a good man. Didn't even know him, but her prejudice that she had against him, he was Muslim, he was black. But see, people keep forgetting, like, they want to just, that's a little small pocket. That ain't really going on. Man, that I don't care what nobody say, whether you like it or not. That's a big segment of this of America that y'all trying to. Why you think they want to wash away, like, this, you know, the books? Why it's a part of American history they want to wipe out.
I think one of the biggest part of the misconception that people sometimes fall victim to, or not even victim to, right, is that the myth of the civil rights movement was that it was prejudice only in the South, right? Because you always hear about the egregious things that have happened in places like Alabama or places like, you know, anything below the Mason-Dixon. You hear about the most egregious things, but rarely do you hear about the things that were happening up north. It was things that was just happening just as egregiously up north and in other parts of the U.S. The U.S. to Black people that never got elevated. And these were not small feats. This wasn't just hundreds of people. There's a story about how when they went to Boston to start to desegregate in Boston, and these people came out by the thousands just to show that they was not interested in desegregating their space. And this was talking about in the 60s. That is not that long ago. These people, we say it time and time again, those same people that you are seeing in these black and white films are sitting in black and white in reality next to you. Period. And we brought up last time about Jerry Jones being one of those that are in one of those videos with a whole mob of people with rocks and bats and things ready to take a whole group of Black people out of here. And yet now he manages one of the most successful, allegedly, football teams in the industry. He makes some bread, like the rest of them, off of this particular industry. And people act like it never happened. It doesn't matter. Now we're so progressive that nobody thinks like how they thought just a couple of years ago about a population of people that they were willing to like kill them, unalive them, you know. So does any of this shock you? No. Does it make it right that it's happening? No. But has it happened before? Absolutely.
And just like I said, you know, through all this, we come on, give you this, but at the end of the day, you better pray when you go vote. Now, this is crazy. You got to really vote. Is he going to sell out in the first year? He's going to sell out in the second year? If anything, These council people that y'all elected this last time for the mayor, you shouldn't pick none of them. They worried about their stuff before they worried about the residents. You getting you something. Just think about it. From the first, second, third, fourth, seventh, they more worried about them getting theirs than y'all getting y'all. So you should, it shouldn't be who you should vote for and who you shouldn't. This already should be said. Even the mayor. Look at his wife. His wife was there to state rep. Never get up and say nothing. She never says nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you just collecting a check. That's all she doing is collecting a paycheck and a pension. Because they know she not going to do nothing. But I'm saying, family, if y'all want to pick these people again, and if y'all do if you do switch out, clear out the clerk office. Don't let Davina, just because she black, don't think she with you. She going to go with whoever in that mayor seat. You got any last words on it? I mean, damn, Yogi.
Hey,
Fuck.
You
got any last words, Yogi G? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
got some last words. I'm not gonna come up here on this good $5 Friday and keep getting disrespected, and I'm putting in my time. This the third time this done happened, so you find you another Friday co-host since you don't like me like that. But now, for real, good people, listen, it's Friday, and I like to thank Otis for making a way for me to just stretch out some thoughts and try to figure it out on what my tinfoil hat is telling me. Don't forget to pay the man. People, it's $5 Friday right now, but when Winters and him come back on, it'll be $5 Friday then. So if you ain't got the $5 now, you got time to get your little change together to help out poor old Otis as he be stressed out. You see the beard, man, it's getting grayer and grayer every time we see him. No people stressing him out. So at least give him a little change, for some things that are quite strange out here in these streets. Remember, reading is fundamental. All you gotta do is just pick up a book, and if you don't like to read or you can't, because I was educated in DCPS, they got it on video. So do something great, make somebody notice you, and stay safe out here in these streets, good people. And that's it for me. Peace.
Peace. And the next person send me some more video about international politics, I'm gonna cuss you out. Peace. Otis out here throwing with these people. I got enough on my plate, you heard?
You gonna disappear.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I got enough on my plate, you heard? Peace, family. I see y'all about 6:30, 6:45, when she get here. Peace.